What's up guys, welcome back. In today's video we are going to work on the renting the house and also doing the light checks. Okay, so for example, right now as you can see there's a timer going on that keep check on the top left that keep checking to see if we have a house or if are we renting a house. And on my right you can see how house status and then the player's money. So if I purchase this house, it's gonna say purchase. That I mean I owns the house, okay? I own the house. But if I rent the house, now it says rent, and look what happened to my money every 2 seconds. See, it's charging me rent pretty much. Here we go. Keep going down. Now it's gonna say 73. Say 70. Here we go. Okay, so on and so forth. But with the timer, you can set the timer to whatever time you want. Like let's say 30 minutes, every 30 minutes, or every hour it charge the player rent, right? So, but if I open the door, now I have this light and this light switch. And you can either do the light switch with a trigger or you can do it with a line trace. But me, I did mine with a trigger. So it's up to you if you want to do yours with a line trace. So if I hit toggle the light, and as you can see, I'm working on the client. So if it works on the client, definitely gonna work on the server. And I'm gonna show you the cool part about the light system. So for example, I'll go to the kitchen, wherever I'm gonna have my kitchen at, or let's go in this room. All right, and I want to put a light. Uh, Usually light switch usually be right there. So I can just put the light switch right here, and then, ooh, I need to find a light. Give me 1 second. Okay, there it is. So just slide this over here wherever your light switch usually be in your house. So in the US, as soon as you walk over here, the light switch is right there. So I'm gonna put mine right over there. And then now I want to move the light to the right position, right? So I can just no, let's go like this. So I'm moving the lights to position the lights wherever I want it to be in the house. So I can slide it like that, up and down. And I can do the same thing with the light trigger, right? I can move it where I want to move it at. And like so, for now. So let's say I just rent the house and I can just run in here and you can see my light trigger, and I turn this one on, you can see the light is on, right? And then I can also turn this one on. See? And I can come here, turn this one off, and turn this one off, close the door, boom, and then it keep charging me money. Okay, so this is what we're gonna work on today. So let me open my let me open my current project. And then one more thing that I receive a lot of text message about, I mean a lot of message about it, is on Discord, is the buy menu, the init function, this function right here. There's nothing important in it, okay? It's just me getting the player character, getting a reference to it, getting the game instance, getting a reference to the game instance. These are like blueprint interface. So if you don't have blueprint interface, you can just say get game instance, and then you cast to whatever game instance you are using. right? And then you promote it to a variable, and then you call it game mode, game instance, and then yeah, game state. So that's what the init function is inside of the buy options or any of the widget, because the default widget, that's what I did. So I just had a canvas panel, and then I create the init function. So that way, whenever I create a new widget, I don't have to keep doing this over and over, over and over. I already have a default widget. I can just copy it, and then I will already have reference to the character, game instance, game mode, and game state. Okay, so this is my working project right there. So let me close this and let's keep this one open. So this is what you should have currently if you follow the video. Okay, so you'll be able to buy the house and then open the door, close the door. Okay, so let's work on the lights. Okay, so in the house, you're gonna create a new folder. Say lights or light system, and then we need a blueprint actor BP light, and then we need another one BP light switch, and you can open the BP light. Make sure it's replicated, or you can do replicate movement, and then add a static mesh, and then you add a light. I add a red light, and I put in a cube, make it small, so it will snap, and or if you have your own light, you can do so. Oh, I think it can be best if we detach the red light for now, and then rotate 90 degrees, and then move it down. I don't know if it's going the right way. Nah, definitely not. Yeah, it definitely wasn't. So we need to rotate this -90. Yeah, like so. And then we can just attach it to that. And then for the static mesh, we need to create two variables. Oh no, just one. And kind of light location, and it should be a vector replicated, and make it instant editable, or you can just click the little icon. Okay, light location, right? And then believe it or not, that's it for the light. Just make sure you put this at 0, so that way when it first started, the light's not on. So that's it for the light. But for the light switch, let's close these. For the light switch, we're gonna need a static mesh. Static mesh, light switch, and then we need a box collision. We say box collision, and then here we add a cube. Same old stuff. Just make it small. Oops. Undo that for now. So we can shape the light switch. Or if you have your own, use your own. Okay, for now I'm gonna make it this big so that way I can see it and control it. I can make it a child blueprint of this so that way it can be easily moved. And then we need a vector light switch location, right? And then this needs to be replicated and also need to be a vector. And then we need another one. This one I'll call box extent. Should also be a vector. And I lied about the light switch because we need to go to the construction script and we need to get this cube static mesh set relative, not rotation, set relative location, and then set it to here. And don't leave it at 0, just put in a random number so that way it don't just be in the thing colliding with this, with the light switch. And then we do the same thing for the light switch. So we get the box collision, we say set box extent, and then box extent, and then we also we get the box collision again. We say set relative location, and then we set it to light location. And we can add these to light settings. Okay. So now let's remove this for now. So for now, if I go in here, let's say over here, I bring the light switch. Let's delete this. Let's see. Box collision, hitting in game to true. Okay. Oh, okay. Box extent, I have it to 0, 0. So let's do 150, 150, 150. Oh, 150. Even if it's gonna be massive, not too big, but yeah, like that. So let's just say 50, 50 by default, and then 100. So here we can just put the light right there, and if we scroll, where is light settings? Okay, what's going on? Oh, I didn't do these. Okay, those two needs to be instant editable also in the light setting. Okay, so now you can see there right here, light settings, and then you can just light location, you can just move it, see? wherever you want, and then you can just move it like that. And then for the box extent, you can just make it bigger like this. You can slide it taller, you know what I mean? So it's up to you on how you want to do it. So for now, I'm keeping mine like this. Let me see. And then you can rotate this. And you can do the same thing for the rotation with the variables. Yeah, I'm keeping mine like this. So if I go here like that, yeah. So that's gonna be mine pretty much. And then I can get my box extent, switch location, and I know I need to move this, right? No. Oh yeah, so I guess this don't need to be apparent to it then. Because since we want to move this by itself, right? Light switch location, we want to move the cube, the box collision by itself. So like so, and then that's the location for it. And you can just put it to the bottom. It's up to you. So now whenever you come in the house, it's right there, right? So or wherever you want to put your light switch. And then if the this box collision is too complicated for you, you can just shoot a line trace with the character, so that way you can just beep, and then turn the lights on. Okay, I might show you how to do this in a later video. So, but for now, we're just gonna do it with the box collision. Okay, so if you select the box collision, add event in play, event and overlap being overlap. Get JC character. So this is I'm using blueprint interface, so that's why I'll be able to do this. And then to a variable and do this, and then get player controller, enable input, and then disable input. Okay, make sure you plug it to the player controller instead. Okay, and now we need a variable can interact. Set it to true on begin overlap, and set it to false on end overlap. Okay, and here we say IA interaction. We get our input, and then we check in to see if can interact is true. If it's true, let's print a string for now. And then we can say true. Right. So if we go here, and then we true, right? Okay, cool. So what do we need to do? Well, we need to use a child actor because this is an actor, right? The BP light. So we need to go here, add a child actor. Oop. Child actor, and let's call it light. And then now we can select under the class actor, child class actor, we can select the BP light. And then you can add as many of these as you want. Okay? So we can say get all child actors. So basically what's this gonna do? It's gonna run this and then it's gonna get all the lights. Like for example, all the lights right here. Okay, and then you can move this independently to add them wherever you want them to be. So this is getting a reference to this, the light we actually created. Okay, so if you want a light bar with 3 lights, all you have to do is duplicate this. Okay, and then have duplicate it as many times as you want, and then when we do the for each get all child actors, it's gonna get every single one of these that you duplicate. Okay, and then if you hit F, left click, you get a for each loop, and then we can check to see is valid, so that we don't get some errors. If it is, what's this returning? We can say, no, I don't want to cast to it, so let's get a blueprint interface, say BPI lights, so I can get a reference to lights, get light F, and then BP light. So I'm getting a reference to the light, to this one right here, BP light. And then let's say light F. Now I need to go to BP light, class settings, BPI light, compile and save. And then now under interfaces, you can just type self because we are getting a reference to ourselves. Okay, and you can close this. Now if it's valid, we can just say get light ref, the message, and then we can just grab every single one of these, I believe. Let's say set intensity, or what I call it. Let's call this light. And then here we can say get light. So that way I make sure I'm getting the right one. So whatever you call this in the light BP, whatever you call your light, that's what we're getting here. Okay, and then we can say set intensity, and then set it to 5,000, or however much you want your brightness to be. And then so if we do, oh, did I even add it? Where is it? It should be here. Yeah. So here the light location should be we need to move the light location. That's the box. Okay. Light switch location. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Because light should be on now, but it's because it's over here. See? We need to I know I have a wait a minute. Did I do that? BP light extend editable. Let's say component light. Now let's see if I go here, if I can find it. It should be. Okay, what did I do with my other project? Or is it? I know I'm not going crazy. That's the box. That's the. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Okay, I got you. So also in the light switch, for every single one of these, we need to set the location as well. Okay, so set relative location, and then this will be light location, and then we can just make it instant editable and then put it in the settings. Okay, by default, add something so that we don't just be at 0, 0. And then replicate this. And if we go here, save everything. On the light switch, you can say light location, and then we can just move it where we need it to be. Oh, that's the X, right? Okay. And this. Okay, cool. And then now we're moving this where we want this to be. If we hit play, should be right here, and then there we go. Okay, and then oh, now we need to do what happened when we click it, so that way it can be on the toggle. Okay, so light switch, go over here. So this needs to be on the flip flop, flippity flop, flip flop. A, turn it on, and then B. And so let's say you have 6 lights. All you have to do is right here. Let's say you had 6 lights or 5, whatever. You just gotta keep getting reference to every single one of them. Okay. So for the B, we just put it at 0. So remember, if you had more than one light in your light BP, let's say I duplicate this, say light 1, or light ref 1, I would have to get light ref 1 as well, and then plug it to each one of them, okay? So that way they all can light up. So, but I don't need it, so I'm just gonna close it. And yeah, now let's go check it out again. So now, boom, open and close. Okay, you can do all that. Excuse me. And then if you duplicate this, let's say we'll alt, and then we'll drag it over there. They work independently. Boom. See, this one not on, and then this one is on. Okay. So now you can have lights for everywhere you all the stuff in your house. And then this doesn't have to only be for the house. So anywhere you need lights in the world, we need somebody to trigger lights. You can just use this, and then you know you have lights. Okay. So another thing I did is I went to the I think it's under widget, and then the interaction widget, and then this I made this a variable. Interaction T for now, and then right here I just do custom event set interaction text, and then get interaction T set text, so that way I can reuse this any way I want. Instead of saying oh interaction, I can make it say anything. So and then plug this up, And then on event construct, I just call set interaction text. And by default, it's gonna say to interact, right? So in the light switch, event begin play. I mean, overlap. I don't know why I keep saying begin play. Let's get the BPC widget. I think that's where we did the interaction. Create interaction widget, right? Wait a minute. No, no, no. That's not what I did. Here. Yeah, that's not what I did. Grab this. Set text. You can delete this. Sorry. And then promote this to a variable. Interaction text. Yeah. And then in a light switch, yeah. So we create an interaction widget, right? Because we want the widget to be created first on the event begin overlap, and then we can just say set interaction. No. We need to get the get UI interaction because we want to get this widget. Okay. And then let's make sure it's valid so we don't get errors. And then from it, we can say set interaction text. Yeah. And then we can say E to toggle light. And then down here, we can say get BPC widget as well. And then let's check to see it's valid. If it is, we can say get UI interaction. And then we can say server remove interaction widget. Yeah, do remove first. And then we can say set interaction text. And we can set it to nothing. All right, hopefully this worked. So come here. What's going on? Why is only working in one? E to toggle. I have no idea, but yeah. Yeah, that's what you can do. Ooh, okay. If it's valid, only do this. Only do this if it's valid. Oh, we don't even have to. Yeah, so that we can reset it. Whoa. What was that? Whoa. Okay, so the first time it doesn't work. Okay. Why? Okay, I'll look into this. I don't want to waste time. I'll look into it and I'll fix it. Okay, so pretty much that's it for the light switch. So for the light switch we can just toggle our lights, right? You can put as many as we want in this house, and because you don't need to check if you are the owner because anybody in your house can interact with the lights. Unless you want to be petty. Okay. So now let's go and check what's going on with the buy system. So the buy system is gonna be pretty simple. It's gonna be pretty much like the the rent system gonna be pretty much like the buy system. So we just gotta change a few things. Okay. So buy BTN, rent BTN, and then let's add our own click. So let's get this. Yeah, let's get this. We're pretty much checking. Yeah, we're pretty much doing the same thing right here as well. What? Grab everything except for this. And then just go to the character ref. So this is removing the widget. So in between this is where we're gonna do the rent. Okay, so let's go here. So this is doing the buy the house. Okay, checking to see if we have money or not or whatever. So let's save all. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to go to data, house info. We need to add two new variable. First one, we're gonna call it tenant and has tenant. The tenant will be an actor reference, object reference, and let's move it up under this. Save this one, close, don't save. And yeah, that's the one I want. I need to reopen this. Okay, let me go take a look so that I can speed this up. So like I said, you see, we're doing the same thing for the rent in the house. We just, oh, I should add the renting price. So we're pretty much doing the same thing, right? Except we're just removing the rent, and then we're gonna create a set timer by event function to check every couple of seconds to charge the player. So right now we should be in our current project. Yep. Okay. So here we can just add custom event. We can say server rent house. One on server. And we can say MC rent house multicast. And then like I said, we're doing the same thing. So we can just copy this to check player if the player have enough money to rent the house. So instead of doing this, instead of charging 150, this is gonna be, it should be coming over here, but for now, let's put 3,000. But the same thing we did in the house, that you need to add in an integer for the renting price. But I'm not gonna do it. You can just do it. Get renting price, player money. Okay, we're checking to see if player have enough money. And if they do, we remove the money, and then we can also do this. We can do this as well. We can, okay, so we remove this, and then this structure right here goes into the house info. Okay, so this structure goes to the house. So here, instead of doing has owner, we're doing has tenant, and set instead to true, and then we set in that has tenant to true. So pretty much the same thing. This is owner, this is tenant. Okay, so and this right here comes from the house ref, because this is where we hiding the, let's do this, because I don't like cable like that, makes stuff look ugly. Okay, and then we can just do promote to a variable, house info ref, promote to variable, and plug this up here. And what do we, okay, we know the house info right here. No, that's player money. We know the house info right over here. So we can delete this, and then down here need the house ref. So plug this up, delete this. Look a little bit cleaner. And we also need to go to our player character to do some stuff. Okay, like so. House info, okay, cool. So let's move this. So he's charging the player, removing the money, and then let's go to our player. The reason why I'm doing this, it's because we're gonna want to know which house we're currently living in. So current house needs to be a BP house reference and replicate it. So after we either purchase the house, we need to set this. Set current house. We need to set current house to house ref. You can take your time and then just plug in these. Matter of fact, let me do it. And I don't know waste time. Okay, and then here we can just do the same thing. Get this from the player, set current house to this. Okay, so now this is the MC rent house. And then in the character, we need to make another change too. So where we're doing the interaction, which is the input, here, open doors, we need to do another check. So, because right now it's checking to see if we're the owner only, right? So what we need to do, copy this, put this right here, and then get tenant, and then we can do this. We checking if tenant is equal to us, and then here we can say or boolean, plug this up. So now it's checking are we the owner or the tenant, okay? So if we are still gonna do the same thing with open the door. So if we go to buy option here, we can say server rent house, and then we just remove the widget or hide the widget. Now if I go here, hit play, rent gone. Oh, Houston, we have a problem. What did I do? What is it? Under input. Because I know I did the same thing. Open doors. Right. Tenant. Check it to see if it equals tenant. And then do the open doors. You know what? Let me do this and see. Because I don't know where this problem is coming from. Oh, I'm doing this in the wrong thing. Jesus Christ. That's why I need my second monitor, man. Okay. No character. Let's remove this. Let's get current house. Plug this up. Make sure to check it's valid. Plug this up, and then this up. Interesting. So the issue was it's not getting the right item in the array. Oh, we can just do this then. That will, you see, this is what I'm talking about Unreal Engine, right? And I don't know why it does this. Look here, same thing. I got the array and everything. Somehow this won't work. No problem. See? No errors. Doing the same exact thing. Same exact thing. There you go. But somehow this one doesn't work. And I don't understand why. For some reason this doesn't work. I don't know why, but this is the solution. So you get current house, we get the item info, and then interact with doors. This is what was giving the problem. I don't know why, but yeah. So open it up, and then now to do the renting part. So we pretty much go to the in the character event begin play. We can just somewhere over here. Let's go to the replication graph. What is this? Hide components. Hide components, and then somewhere down here, No, this is not the right one, is it? Yeah, yeah, it is. Okay, cool. When did I add? Okay, I guess. Okay, somewhere down here, we can say server charge rent, and grab this MC charge rent. Want a multicast server MC charge rent, and then here we say set timer by event. Rent, call this rent. You don't have to replicate this. And for now, I'm gonna do 2 seconds. Oh, 2 seconds. Looping. And then we can just say, ooh, hold on. We can get current house first. Get current house. Check to see if it's valid. No. Go back. Get current house down here where it's doing the rent. Check to see if it's valid. Get house info. If it's not valid, watch. It's gonna say no house available. Oh, valid. Excuse me. So now as soon as we hit play, it should print no house valid. Oh no, we didn't call it. Character. We need to go to event begin play. And then we can say server charge rent. Call this an event begin play. So now every 2 seconds, it's gonna say no house valid. Should. Yep, there you go. No house valid. It's gonna keep saying that. Right? So down here, if the house is valid, we can break this. Matter of fact, we don't even need to break this because I didn't add the thing in here. But if you add the house, you see how we have purchase price, sale price. You can add rent price in your house structure, right? But I didn't do that. So what I'm gonna do, break this, get player money, subtract. Excuse me. This is where you will you would do house. This is where you would do you would get the house rent price, and then you will subtract it here. So me, I'm doing 3,000, and then also you say set members and player info, and then you set player money back to whatever that this is. So now what's gonna happen every this will be rent due time. Okay, make sure you replicate that. So now you can control with how long you have to wait before you charge the person, the players. Okay, so to see this, we can say put this in white. 5 seconds. Break this. Get players money. Plug it up. Now if we hit play, since current house doesn't have anything in it, it's not gonna say anything. But rent the house. Now we have current house. Boom. You see it charges. See how it keep charging us? 85. 79, you see? So this is how you charge your tenant for rent. And then everything should work. Like I said, everything works on the client. You know it's already working on the server. So even if we do go on the server, so I need to add the press E to interact on the on this one as well. So boom, now you're charging me money. See? And then server can still do this. I need to look into this thing. Here we go. I can turn my lights off, turn lights off, and close my door. Alright guys, I know this was a long video and a long confusing video. I'm sorry about that. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.